children engage in the books and seeing joy on their face, it would melt your heart. And that's what we felt. So Rotary, power of Rotary is between you and the people. And you have the great power. And you can do miraculous things. So life is a circle. I was born in a small place in India. And I went to different schools in different areas and came to America. But I always wanted to connect my birthplace, India, to the adopted land, America. And that was only possible because of Rotary. And Rotary made my circle of life complete. Now my circle of life is very small. I did projects in Athens, many projects. I did projects in India, and I did projects in Brazil too. But now I want to enlarge the circle of my life. I want to enlarge and make it bigger. I want to do projects in Africa, South America, wherever there is need, Caribbean island. But also I feel that there is a need in Appalachia. So I want to encompass Appalachia in my dream. So this is the power of Rotary. And this is only possible because of the Rotary Foundation. Now, I want to talk about this year's theme. Our 2009-2010, the theme is Future of Rotary is in your hands. And our RI President John Kenney has said and challenged us, whether Rotary will thrive or whether it will falter, this is up to you. Our first responsibility is to make our Rotary Club stronger and relevant. Our second responsibility is to keep our good name and traditions of 104 years of doing good. Our third responsibility that we have made a promise to ourselves and to the world that we will eradicate polio, and that we must and we will. We cannot quit now. We have spent $800 million. 99% of the polio is conquered. Everybody is helping us. Governments, World Health Organization, UNICEF, CDC, Gates Foundation. And this has given us publicity, visibility, and trust. So we must make public aware of our eradication program. It's such a great program that we should be feeling very proud, and we should promote it whenever we do our fundraisers. Your club already has made the commitment to meet our Gates Foundation challenge, and I appreciate that. And we will have a great chance to tell our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, that we were part of that great generation who were responsible for eradication of polio. So my personal emphasis is doing projects. I want you to do projects that will melt your heart and make you teary. Hunger projects, very close to my heart. Literacy projects, very close to my heart. And I want to tell you proudly that in our district, every club is at least doing 2 hunger projects and 3 or 4 literacy projects. So this year's theme, my emphasis, my theme this year is education for peace. Education is the biggest gift that one can give. Personally, if my father had not invested in my education, I would have gone poor and hungry. As I would have been hungry, peace would have meant nothing to me. I talk of non-violence now, that would have had no meaning. Yes, peace is possible. All you have to do is educate. That's why I selected my theme, education for peace. Our next priority is to improve the capacity to serve. In my case, this is the most important. Service is our heart and soul. Doing good is our purpose. We exist to serve. This year's emphasis is on water and sanitation. Water is often taken for granted. It is essential for life. There are 1.1 billion people who do not have access to water. That means they have to walk 2 miles to fetch a jug of water, and often that is contaminated. There are 2.2 billion people who have no sanitation facilities, thus killing 6,000 children every year because of waterborne diseases. So that's why Rotary has joined hands with World Health Organization called a Millennium Goal. And we want to solve this water crisis problem by at least by 50% by year 2015. We also joined hands with USAID, and this year we have selected 3 countries: Philippines, Ghana, and Dominican Republic. So our RI President John Kenny concluded by a Scottish saying, "We must look beyond our own parish pump." Means we must look beyond our own home and our own community. We must look beyond our own needs. When I was a little boy in my village, my parents used to tell me, God is great, God is powerful. And we used to sing songs of praise of God. Lame can climb the mountains, blind can see, deaf can hear. Unfortunately, I never saw that miracle happen in front of my eyes until I joined Rotary. So it is true. We are doing God's work. We are people of God. We understand pain and suffering of others. We feed the hungry. We quench the thirst of the thirsty. We help the sick. In $25, you can give a sight to the blind man. In $75, you can give an artificial limb for amputee to walk. $800, you can dig a well for a village. That water will last forever. That's why we need to support our own Rotary Foundation. If we don't, then who will? If no money for foundation, that means no money for matching grants, no money for simplified grants, no ambassador scholars, no peace scholars, no group study exchange, and no reverse matching grant. You can imagine what Rotary would be. You take Rotary, you take the foundation out of Rotary. Rotary becomes purely a networking organization of business and professional people. So let me end my talk by this poem, Kabir, who had a tremendous influence on me when I was growing up as a child. And the meaning of that poem is, when you are born, you cried. When you are born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Do such good deeds in life that when you die, you smile and the world cries for you. Ultimately, what counts is only 2 things. Did you have joy in your life? And did you give joy to the others? In my case, I can tell you with certainty, Rotary brought joy in my life, and through Rotary, I am able to bring joy to the others. In your case, that's true also. That's why we are Rotarians, because we get joy and we give joy. And that's why I feel blessed to be a Rotarian. Fellow Rotarians, I have visited now 51 clubs, and I can tell you proudly that our district is in good hands. Each club is doing so many things for their community and the world. So I feel very proud to be able to visit all these clubs. And now I can tell you with pride and certainty that the world is a kinder, gentler, and a better place to live because Rotary made it so. Best wishes to all of you, and thank you.